Okay, the basics of Google Earth. If you've not used it before, it's a pretty simple and easy program to use. Um, the first thing you're going to want to do is to create a folder within the My Places of Google Earth. To create a new folder, you add, right-click on My Places, add folder, name it something, click OK. And while that folder is highlighted, you can create new tracks, waypoints, whatever you want. I actually want the work that I'm going to do here to go in this Houston-Galveston folder, so I'm going to click on that one. Um, to zoom in and out of Google Earth, you just use the mouse wheel, just like you would in Google Maps. And then you have a number of tools available up here to add a place mark, polygon, path is the one that I'm going to use here because those can be transferred as tracks to your Humminbird unit. Um, and I see that I've already turned on the slider for the historical imagery. You're definitely going to need that so that you can compare different snapshots over time. You turn that on and off with the button in the lower left, and or to turn it on, turn it off would be right here. Turn it back on, and then if you slide it all the way to the right, you're going to get the most recent image. And then from there, back up to the most useful images. On these, the most useful is this one from January 2017, taken at an extraordinarily low tide. If I zoom into this area and look at the next most recent image from February 2016, you can see that there's about 2 more feet of water, and this is really more of an average kind of tide condition. Wouldn't even really call it a high tide. Um, but going back forward to January 2017, there's almost 2 feet less of water here in the bay, which is really an extraordinary opportunity to know really where the trouble spots are. Um, so that's how to use the date slider to your advantage. I'm going to zoom out a bit. So if you want to create a new track here, I'm going to, not that I really need to, I'm going to create a yellow one to mark the inside of this area as a place I can go cautiously. So I'm going to click on the path tool. As soon as you click it, a little window pops up, Google Earth, new path. Again, I was already on my Houston-Galveston folder, so that's where it's putting this track. And you'll notice that your mouse cursor turns into this little target. As soon as you click somewhere, that is the first point of your path. And I'm just going to very quickly make a simple little path of places that I know I can go cautiously inside this area. And style and color, you can adjust that color. I already had it set to yellow. Give it a name. I'm going to call this path 0 space Chaco Shall 4. The reason I'm starting with a 0 for Humminbird units particularly is the alphabetization of your tracks when you go in to view your tracks and waypoints. They will pop right to the top of the list, and you'll see later why you're going to want them there. And click OK. So I have now added 0 Chaco Shall 4 as a shallow area onto this set for Houston Galveston.